Hi, everybody. I'm Mike Reno of Loverboy, and if I was stranded alone, these are the 5 records that I would have with me. First one would be the rocker Led Zeppelin 1. Changed everything for me. Super heavy, bluesy. The singer was fabulous. The drummer, and I was a drummer. So I started off as a drummer. The drummer is what really got me. The singing just took it over the edge. But the riffs of the guitar, I mean, the whole thing. And Ain't There From England, I mean, it was the best thing that I'd heard in many years. My second one is Chicago. It took me a while because Chicago's like a horn band. So Led Zeppelin were kind of like a heavy bluesy thing, and Chicago was a melodic horn band, 25 or 64. I mean, when that came out, I was crazy. I had the double album. You opened it up, it was live at Carnegie Hall. And I think there was either 2 or 4 albums there. And I played them until I had to buy a second copy. When I first moved to Calgary, a group called Styx came out with an album called Crystal Ball. And it's kind of interesting because we're playing with them this summer. And the reason I started listening to him was because the guy singing the song was Tommy Shaw, and he was the new guy in the band. And I went, man, I never kind of got into Styx as much until Tommy joined the band, and that's kind of took it over the edge for me. I listened to Frank Sinatra. I listened to Creedence Clearwater. I mean, there's a lot of gaps in between there. But one of the things I always have to listen to, even to this day, would be probably the 4th album I'd have to take with me, which would be Steely Dan, Can't Buy a Thrill. It just changed everything for me. It was the summer. I had the van, the shaggin' wagon, I called it, and we used to sleep at the beach. If we were lucky enough to find a gal to hang out with me, it was a good way to spend the evening. But back then you had 8 tracks, and the 8-track would play continuously all night. It would never stop. So it would just go from one song to another, and it would, because that's what 8-tracks did. And just to throw a little Elton John, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. It was a time in my youth that was one of the happiest times in my life. And to this day, when I hear Yellow Brick Road, the song in particular, I just go right back to the place I grew up when I was a youngster, around 17. And it takes me right back to the beginning, and I loved it. And those are my 5 albums that I would take with me if I was stranded by myself. Maybe even stranded with you.
Hey there, thanks for watching AXS TV. Subscribe, follow, like, and do all the good stuff. And make sure you leave a comment below. I don't know, just let us know what your favorite AXS TV show is, or who your favorite bands are, and what artists you're into, or just say hi, man. I'd like to be told hi. We love hearing from you. That's the point, all right? Keep it coming.